Hi everyone, welcome to Suzan's Signature Success Show. Today we have the honor to welcome Nick Grover from London. Welcome, Nick. I'm so happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
My pleasure. Could you please introduce yourself?
Of course, my name's Nicholas Grover, known as Nick. As you said, I'm from London. I'm the founder of Mind Holidays, which is a creative tool to make people self-aware of how invaluable they are and how amazing they are and what a unique future everyone has if they'd only be aware.
I love it. Could you tell me why are you doing what are you doing?
Well, I gave a little bit of clue in my introduction. I'm doing what I'm doing because so many people are not clear and aware of their value as a person, as a human being. And the more you're aware of your value as a person and a human being, then the more aware you will be of your net value and your unique gifts and talents, which can maximize your potential, which you were designed for in the first place. And we want to see those gifts flourish and those talents flourish so that we can all have a party emotionally as we see you fulfill your potential.
I wish more of these examples like you. Which success habits do you have?
Well, the very first success habit I have is to remember that I'm not trying to earn my value. I'm trying to express my value from a place of awareness. So if I'm trying to instill discipline and habits, I'm doing it as an expression of this is how I take care of myself, because an invaluable person is more aware of what is a good regime discipline for them.
Wow. You mentioned about values. Um, your top three values, could you share them with us?
Yes, my top value would be to embrace the unknown, because life is an adventure. And when you treat it like an adventure, then you know that there's nothing to be anxious and stressed about, but there's just going to be a lot to discover and learn. And some of it will be comfortable, some of it will be uncomfortable, but that's okay because it will all be for your welfare in the end.
Now, the name of my show is Susan Success Signature.
Yes,
It's about vision for the future.
okay.
Could you share your vision, your signature success, what it could be?
Okay, my signature success could be, will be, uh, to make as many people in the world aware of their intrinsic value as a person, and to transform the statistics that only 10% of people in life fulfill their potential,
I
and that we would have more dream builders rather than dreamers, and that we would have people who would be not dream builders because they're trying to prove themselves, but because they're aware of what they can express in their unique design.
dreamer. That leads me to my next question. Then let's go to dream bigger. If you have a magic stick, what would you love to wish for you?
I would like everyone in the world to know how unique and priceless they are, so that they would be aware of their unique talents and gifts and what they can offer to the world, where we can, as I said earlier, where we can really observe, we can flourish, and we can just see the potential in each one another, And I just think that there's nothing more amazing when you can just see people express their full potential from a place of being aware of their gifts and talents. And when I say being aware of your gifts and talents, I don't mean the gifts and talents that your mother and father want you to express. I'm talking about the ones that you yourself have become aware of, that this is my authentic potential. This is my authentic gift that I believe is for me, not because somebody is telling me it is for me.
I understand. Is there something that you want to change in the world?
Yes, I want people to feel emotionally safe, because one of the big problems with performers, professional sports people, actors, uh, musicians, that it's all about a performance. But it's not about a performance. It's about you connecting to something which you really believe in, and then you give it away as a gift. So when you're expressing yourself, you're not doing it with a performance mindset. You're doing it as if you've got a precious gift to give away. And that is going to express itself where you're going to feel connected to the audience or to whoever you're performing in front of. And if it was about performance, then the next performance you're going to be trying to meet expectations. And if you're trying to meet expectations, eventually you're just going to burn out with the stress and pressure of having to meet those expectations. So it's better to just acknowledge that you just need to be so connected to your gift and talent, and then you can be expressing it as if you're just giving a gift away. We've just had the festive season where it's been all about giving gifts. Well, that's how talents and gifts should be. We should just be giving our gifts as a present, and people provide the atmosphere for us to be able to express those gifts. So if you're a musician, the audience provide the atmosphere for you to perfectly express that gift that you have. But they're equally a gift to you, because without them, you wouldn't have the atmosphere to express the potential of your gift. And of course, there's no limit to that. So if you're performing in front of 50 people or 100 people or 500 people or 1,000 or 100,000 or a million, or if you have an audience of 8 million or 32 million, it's still the same thing. You're expressing your gift in front of those people, and without those people you would not have the atmosphere to express that gift, because there's many people who can express it well in practice, but when it comes to the reality, if it's about the performance, then you're going to be self-conscious instead of people conscious, and expressing your flourishing gift and talent, whatever that may be.
Amazing. I love it. Do you want to give some tips for our audience, because you focus about giving? That I love this idea. Um, what it could be? One piece of advice for them.
Okay, yeah, the best piece of advice I could give is that today you're just as valuable as you will be tomorrow, no matter how successful you may be, and that you never went down in value when you had adversity. Your value stayed the same. So if your value always stays the same, you don't have to try to be loved. You don't have to try to be accepted. You are accepted when you acknowledge that nobody can accept you better than yourself. So accept yourself as you are, love yourself as you are, be your best friend, and express your value so that others will be aware of their value. And the other thing, of course, is that if you feel safe, others will feel safe around you. So if you're wondering why people don't feel safe around you, then take a little look at yourself and ask yourself, am I emotionally safe with myself? Do I feel safe to be able to express my emotions? Because if I don't feel safe to express my emotions, both happy and sad, then how am I meant to make others feel safe to express their emotions? And I think that's one of the other areas that I would like to see a real change in this world, is where it's absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to be able to express your emotions from a place that's deep within, when it's a happy emotion or whether it's a sad emotion, because life is like an adventure. You will have challenges, and there will be tears, and there will be tears of joy, and there will also be tears of pain and sorrow and grief, and that's okay. It's okay, because tears of pain and sorrow bring healing, and tears of joy often can be after the healing, but actually healing can take place within the tears of joy. And that's the wonderful thing. I think that tears are one of the most undervalued parts of us. Our tears are so special, and yet we have a shame to release them.
Amazing. What a different view. I'd heard that you are writing a book and would love to know what inspired you to write your book.
What inspired me to write my book is that I wanted to reach out to people and make them feel connected to an adventure where no one is left out, everyone is invited, and it will be an adventure that will be a big, big surprise, because it will cover many different facets of what could happen in an adventure. But the good news is it's an adventure where there are no bad outcomes. It always ends happily, and it's full of unity, and there's not a bad word said amongst the people.
You
It's
mentioned
the perfect adventure.
the life is a beautiful adventure. I agree. I would love more people to reach out to you. And could you please mention which way or how the audience can reach out to you?
Okay, the best way for them to reach out to me is to book a discovery call with me. And what this discovery call will be about really is for them to feel safe, to be able to be aware of what it is that they want to achieve in the way of their vision. Maybe they have a dream. It may be that they just want to feel more emotionally safe, that they struggle with loneliness or anxiety or fear. It's not a performance conversation. I need to stress that. So it's going to be a place where they can feel like they've got an opportunity to really express what they want to achieve without any performance expectations, and to reach out to let me explain this mind holiday model, which is so adaptable and yet fun and exciting and safe, to really use it to solve any problem that you may have, and to find a solution to any problem that you might have, and as well to actually use it to develop any personal goal, or anything related to your personal development.
Thank you, Nick. I just want to add to it. I already enjoyed your adventure and can say 30,000 times do it. Connect with Nick. Thank you for being here with us today.
Oh, it's been a pleasure, and It's been completely organic, so it's not been prepared. It's literally coming straight from the heart.
Thank you.